before the lunch break, Wake Forest and the Deacons are here with us, and Coach Steve Forbes for a few minutes. Then we will rotate to our 3 student athletes. As has been the protocol, if you would, please identify yourselves and the agency that you are with. We'll get to as many questions in 15 minutes as we can. So, Coach, I believe your first one will come right in front to your right, first row.
Coach Dan Tortora, WakeUpCallDT.com. How are you?
I'm doing great.
The commissioner, Jim Phillips, spoke about this conference being undervalued nationally when we talk about the NCAA tournament and bids and whatnot.
Yeah.
Just what you can say to the strength of the ACC and your thoughts on the commissioner believing that there's more value that should be seen.
Well, I think the strength of our league is the players. We have really good players. And, you know, over the course of history, we have the most players drafted in the history of the NBA. And it's really not close, even over the last 11 years. And so we've won the most national championships. And it's pretty obvious when we get into the tournament what we do. We win. And that's what it's about. So, yeah, I mean, you know, I don't undervalue it because I'm in it. You know, I know what it's like. And I've been in a lot of other leagues. I've coached in the SEC. I've coached in the Big 12, so I've been around. I think that there's great players. I think this year we're going to have really good depth of teams. I think the hard thing is when you have a big league like we've had and gone to 20 league games, there's always going to be a bottom in your league. And analytically, that kind of hurts your league. Where some of the leagues haven't been quite as big that now are expanding to the same number that we have. So they're going to go through the same issues that we've gone through. Plus, I think the last thing is, you know, we've had 3 Hall of Fame coaches retire. You know, over in the last few years, you know, Coach K, Coach Williams, Coach Boeheim. Every league's going to go through that at some point, you know, and so I think we've done a really good job of hiring some really good younger coaches that are doing an outstanding job, and so I think our league is going to take off.
Coach, to your right, third row.
Hey, Coach. TJ Wilkerson from the Sports Nerd Podcast. It seemed like one of the flaws for Wake Forest was the ability to play on the road. How do you prep a team to be able to play in a different environment and come out successfully?
Yeah, I don't think you have to do that. I think it's just the way you prepare and the way you practice in your preparation. You know, you're right. I mean, I think we were ahead at halftime of every road game we played to 1. But you got to bring it home. And that's on me. I'm the head coach. It's my responsibility. So I have to do a better job of coaching our players. We have really good players. They are older, which I think will help. They've been grizzled a little bit, been through that. We've gotten more athletic and faster. So defensively, I think we can have tougher possessions late in the game. But I think we've been really good offensively. Our numbers speak for themselves. So it's a combination of having tougher possessions defensively and having really good possessions on offense and maybe turning a little clock and not shooting it quick. It's a fine line, you know, and that's the way all these games are. But you're right. For us to get to where we want to be, we got to win more on the road. We've obviously are a really good home team. We have the most wins, second most wins in college basketball at home the last 3 years, most in the ACC. But you got to win both on the road and at home.
Coach, you'll follow the center aisle up to Connor O'Neill.
Hey, Connor.
Hey, Steve. Connor O'Neill, Deacons Illustrated. What do you know about this team so far, and what are you looking forward to figuring out with the exhibition and then the whatever is to follow the exhibition?
What I know about this team is these 3 guys right here first. I mean, what a great place to start, right? You know, you have Hunter Salas returning, who's a first-team All-ACC player, newcomer of the year, one of the best players in college basketball. And so it's a great place to start. Came back from the draft, you know, very blessed and honored to have him back. Cameron Hildreth is a 4-year player. I've seen him grow like I saw Davian Williamson grow as a person and as a player. He's already a 1,000-point scorer. And he still got it. And he did that with a broken wrist last year after the NC State game, pretty much for a month and a half. So he's one of the toughest guys in college basketball. I think he's one of the hardest playing players in college basketball. And I think he's a little underrated nationally when it comes to talking about, you know, who the better guards are. I think he's definitely one of those guys. And then we have Efton Reed, who, you know, missed 9 games last year at the beginning of the season. averaged nearly a double-double. I think he's one of the best centers in the league and in the country. I think he can score with both hands, which most bigs can't do. He can shoot the three. He can play hand game up top. And the most important trait of his is he's the best leader on and off the court. The team follows him. And so those things I feel really good about. Parker Frederickson is back. You know, he made 53s as a freshman, and that's going 2 for 22 down the stretch. He's not going to do that this year, and he knows it. And he's gained 20 pounds. He looks like he's an ACC level starter, and he's going to be a really good player. He already is. You know, and so then you look at the depth of our team, and you know, I think we did a really good job in recruiting, starting with Juke Harris. You know, a year and a half ago, committed to us. He's the top 100 player in the country from Salisbury, 6'7" wing. And then we went in the portal like we've done in the past. You know, we got Omaha Blue from Iowa State. It was McDonald's All-American like Hunter. Like I said, he went for a Big Mac. We got him for a Happy Meal. You know, make him happy, right? You know, we got Trayvon Spillers. I didn't know who he was until we played him in the NIT. You know, and then he went in the portal, so figured I better go get him. He's pretty darn good. You know, he's first team All Sun Belt player. These guys will tell you now, he's athletic, and he plays hard, and he runs, and so him in Omaha is a great competition at the 4. The most athletic 4s I've had since I've been here. This is the most athletic, most fastest team I've coached at Wake Forest, and probably as a head coach. I'd have to really think hard about it. You know, Ty Johnson started point guard at Louisville last year, averaged 9 a game, one of the best free throw shooters in the league, really, really fast. Churchill Avas, backup center at DePaul, 6'9", 250, and then we got Devin Cosby from Alabama, who I tried to recruit out of high school, just didn't get it. And so he's 6'5", he can really shoot it. Between him and Hunter, or him and Parker, they're making 5, 6 threes every time we scrimmage. He made 5 or 6 on our first scrimmage. So I think we got a lot of depth. Marcus Marion, which has shown a lot of promise. He, you know, he's been hurt, but he's back in there. I mean, I feel like we're 10, 11 deep right now. Now, do we play that many? I don't know. We'll see. But we got a lot of competition.
Coach, thank you. You can swap spots with Cam.
That'll be
Cameron will
interesting.
bring you up for just a minute or two.
All right, let's do it. All right. Thanks, Coach.
Folks, if you've got a question for Cameron, please again identify yourself and the agency that you are with. Cameron, seeing none from the room, I will ask it from here. Last year, you were third on the team with 4.7 rebounds per game. Do you need to be more of a ball hawk this year?
I think we definitely need to, the guys need to rebound down more. You know, you got Efton that's batting him down there, the big guys, so we got to come down and help rebound. And I guess I just come in and snag a couple. But yeah, I definitely need to help rebound so we can push out in transition.
Thank you. We will go to our left. Let's pick up the gentleman that we were unable to get just a minute ago, 4th row.
Cam Levin and Steve Deacon Digest, 24/7 Sports. Cam, Steve has talked a lot about how this is the fastest, most athletic team. You've lost some weight. When you guys are practicing and scrimmaging, you know, you're going that fast. You know, how fun is that offensively? You know, what challenges is that going to bring defensively for you guys if you guys know to shore up heading into the season?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think we spoke about it a lot. Being in this type of shape is super fun, although it's challenging to get in this type of shape. When we are in this shape, you know, our defense is second to none. We have so much energy. We play with so much joy. And I think that's one of the biggest things that I'm seeing this year, is that we're just playing with so much joy with each other. And we're doing it for one another, and there's no selfishness.
Cam, your last question comes right in the front row to your right.
Cam Dan Tortora, wakeupcalldt.com. The transfers coming in, just what this team looks like and what the environment is with these new guys, these new faces that Coach had brought up.
Yeah, no, I think obviously every year Coach does a great job of bringing you guys in to fit the system and fit the style of play that we have. And they've come in and done a great job. You know, we have a great core that's returned, so we're able to help them, bring them under our wing. But yeah, I'm super excited for everyone that's come in. I think we'll have a great year.
Cam, thank you. You and Hunter can switch spots. A few minutes with Mr. Salas. And Hunter, your first question will come to the right in the 3rd row.
Hey Hunter, TJ from the Sports Nerd Podcast. 2 questions for me real quick. Number one, what brought you back to Wake Forest, being the first Wake Forest player that made first all team since 2003, 2004 to return to the school? And then number two, I understand you put your name in the NBA draft. What did you learn from any of those workouts?
The biggest thing was just, I know I'll be coming back to just a great team. I know we have a chance to be really good, and that was something I wanted to be a part of, coming back to play with great guys and a great coach. So that definitely was what caught my eye. And I'm sorry, I didn't catch the second part of your question.
I understand you put your name in the NBA draft. Did you get to go to any of those workouts? And if so, what did you learn, and how did it, I guess, improve your game at all, or if it's still the same?
I say the biggest thing like I took away from like each workout was just like, I say how to work. I felt like I took that from just the whole pre-draft thing in general. It was just like a certain schedule on how I should be working out and a consistent regimen, and I felt like that stuck with me.
Hunter, to your left, third row.
Hi, Nick Roby, backyard catch. So Hunter, between you three guys returning, and obviously the tournament is something that a big goal you guys want to get to, what do you feel like between the three of y'all, or just as a team, like what will it take to get that next level to make the tournament for you guys?
I think honestly, just us buying in. I feel like we know the things that we need to fix and the things that we need to do to take that next leap. So I think the next step for us is just buying in and actually doing it. So.
Another question for Hunter. Hunter, one more from TJ to your right.
Hey Hunter, I understand that you used to have the nickname Bambi. My question is, it seems like coordination's obviously better. Does that nickname still get brought up, or have you been able to push yourself away from it?
I kind of shook that a little bit. That's actually crazy because that's like a nickname I was given like my freshman year of high school by my teammates. I was the youngest dude on the team, so I was real skinny, kind of like similar frame, but yeah, they gave me that bit. But hopefully I got away from that now.
Hunter, we can leave it at that. How about you and Efton switch places and we'll find out if Efton had a nickname from high school as well. Efton Reed will wind our time down with Wake Forest. Efton, your first question will come. Let's go to the left side, fourth row.
Afton, two-part question. One, how weird was it when you walked through the gym and saw Trayvon Spillers and you guys had played like a month or two beforehand? And second, what have those with him, Omaha, Churchill, what have they really brought to the big room?
I mean, when I first talked to Trey, we talked about the game first thing, and I was like, you ain't have to dunk my AC like that. Like, he started laughing and stuff. So, I mean, it's all love. It's basketball. Things happen and stuff. But those two guys are going to bring tremendous, rebounding and defense to the team, and they bought in and I'm bought in, so it's going to be a good year.
Efton, to your right, first row.
Dan Tortora, wakeupcalldt.com. Efton, you and Hunter decided to come over from Gonzaga to Wake Forest. When you reflect on that, how much of it was the two of you working together on this decision? Was it like, hey, if we're going to go somewhere, are we a package deal, or was it very individual, and then kind of after you had both made your mind up, you said, okay, that's kind of cool that we're going to be playing together again?
I mean, a lot of people know this were like, Hunter really didn't recruit me to come to Wake Forest. My high school coach was eyeing this, and I think my high school coach had, made a couple of calls. He called me too, so I was like, yeah, like Wake is a great fit. I didn't know Hunter was on the visit at the time too, so it was kind of a coincidence how, we both ended up at the same school. But I mean, I did call him and I was like, how was the visit and stuff? And when I visited, he called me too, so I mean, it was a great visit and I loved the atmosphere, so.
Efton, to your right, all the way against the wall, fourth row.
Mike Solarkin, Spectrum News 1. Efton, as you enter this season, it's a different feeling for you because last year you didn't know if you were going to play or when you were going to play. How has that kind of changed your approach to this coming season, knowing that it's off the jump you're going to be a part of it, and you look back and think just how difficult that was having your fate basically in somebody else's hands?
Yeah, it was unfortunate, it was difficult, but I mean, when I came on the visit, me and Forbes really talked about it, and at sometimes I did get down, but he reminded me just to trust the process and to keep going, and he really kept me level-headed through the process, and I mean, that's why I picked Wake Forest, because I know he would be a backboard, and he would be supporting me through this whole process, so I mean, I'm just grateful for him even giving me this opportunity to play for him.
After your last question from the podium last year, you were a member of the All-ACC academic team. Describe that integration between athletics and academics and staying on top of both.
I mean, we actually go to school here, you know. We hold ourselves to a high academic standard. So, I mean, school has been a big part of my childhood. My mom's always been on me about my grades, and I've, you know, made AB on the road plenty of times. So, I mean, it really wasn't a big accomplishment to me, but it's just getting the work done, you know.
Thank you, Wake Forest. Good luck this year.